to Dust and Grace. Dust and Grace. Dust and Grace.
Hello, my name is Isaac James Manny Harris. I wanted to start this video with a little bit of humor. This person's an idiot and perverted. But let's get off of that. So, 8 years ago, I was given the name Black Thunderbird by my tribe members, or by my medicine man, Keith. The same name as my mother. My mother always said we were twins, which always disturbed me. We got our names separately at different times from different medicine men. And the medicine man that gave me my name didn't know my mother's spirit name. Did I say medicine name? I meant to say spirit names. So, spirit, I don't know how this guy was able to see into me, but when he predicted me, he said, don't come back, I won't see you again. And we always thought that was so weird. And my brothers and I had some strange confirmations with the names over the next few months, but that was the name I was given, Thunderbird. So my tribe members, we sing the Thunderbird song for respect, to pay respect to the Thunderbird, because the Thunderbird brings the spring, the rains, and helps nourish nature and brings peace and warm weather. So last year in March, I was given the name Thor, son of Lucifer, in a dream. Now, Thor is a thunder god from the Celtic faith, I believe, or mythology. They're the Aryan bloodline. My father is half German. My mother, my father's half German and half Cree. My mother is half Cree and half Ojibwe. So, the comic book writers of Thor were possessed. They were possessed by demons, and there's actually a documentary of this, and this guy went into like a deep trance for like weeks, and he did some rituals in his apartment, and he wrote about these superheroes, and he got the ideas from demons, from doing rituals. So that's where the idea of Thor comes from a person who was demonically inspired. Now, look at this. This is King Thor and Phoenix possessed Wolverine. I decided to click on the link, and it brought me here. I watched it through. Pretty much Wolverine dies, and Thor gets the spirit of the Phoenix, and he and the Phoenix are one. And he says, "You're not God enough to hold this hammer." And so the Firebird was reborn yet again, with the heart of lightning, and a fistful of burning uro. I don't know what that means. As the mighty Thunderbird. Thunderbird, remember that? Okay, so the King Phoenix, god of fire. So, This is demonically inspired. Remember that. These people actually know me. So I am the Thunderbird, and I was reborn as a Christian through Jesus Christ, and he gave me a new name, and I am the heathen of Psalms 2. You can search that up on your own. But so symbolically, I am the phoenix, because I was reborn through the blood of Jesus Christ, accepting him as my Lord and Savior. And I have changed. I am not an alcoholic. I stopped drinking. I stopped lusting. I stopped being as sinful as I was. I was very sinful. I read the Bible quite heavily now. I understand it better than most, I would say. But let's continue. So the disasters. In Mexico, giant tornado. Or I don't think it was a giant tornado, but it was a tornado nonetheless. Italy, severe flooding. Flooding Indonesia. Flooding in Brazil. Or no, tornado hits Brazil. Severe flooding hits Turkey. Severe flooding in Armenia. Forest fire on an island in Turkey. Explosions going off in, I think this is China, yeah, China. Kazakhstan, more flooding or windstorm. I think there's also flooding there too. Oh yeah, Turkey, yeah. Oh, I know, yeah. Okay, so earthquakes hitting all over the place. Comets. People are seeing comets everywhere nowadays. There's comets in Japan, in Russia, the U.S. They're seeing them everywhere. Deadly landslides now in India, Moscow as well. Flooding and dam collapses. This is all in the past. This is the past few days. Never mind. People say, "Well, this is normal. This is normal. This happens every day." No, we wouldn't have a working, functional world if this happened every day. So, a strong tornado in Poland. Large wildfire burns in Ukraine. More flooding in Japan. Flooding in China a week ago. A very powerful storm in Spain. Pakistan, severe storm. High tide flooding in Newport Beach, California. Japan, flooding. Turkey, fireworks factory blowing up. Severe storm in Spain, again, a week ago. Big and very deadly landslide. I can't say that. Myanmar. For some reason there was snow in Japan or in China. And this is just the past few weeks, but pretty much the whole world is being flooded. Being destroyed. And, well, I wanted to get to this dream.
Was changing in my hand. I told them that I was blessed. And
This is my first video. Reveal, Jesus Christ is coming. I am the Antichrist, and listen to this.
could go further. I looked deep down
This is my first dream from God, by the way.
within myself, and I saw a symbol, a triangle overlapping a circle with a horizontal line running through the middle of it.
So that symbol was actually the opposite of this one. It was pointing up, and it was on my back, and there was the circle around it, and there was a line going through the top of the triangle. Wait, where was I? Okay.
On my back, and heard the voice of God, which I think is Archangel Metatron.
So when I went into that trance or whatever in the dream, it pulled me out of my body. Time seemed to stop, and I was having like a private conversation with God in the dream.
He also thought through me. Are you sure you want to go through with this? I said, yes. And he told me he'd show me what hell's like. And he spoke with a booming voice that all things must obey.
Now, when he was asking me, are you sure you want to go through with this? The day, or that day, I prayed that if God made me a vessel for his light, I would descend into hell. So that's the context.
Begone, Thor, son of Lucifer, to hell with you. And I went deeper into the dream. The floor gave way. I had a group of friends in this layer of the dream. It was hell. I raised my hand with force, and a massive steel hammer with a strange short handle and engravings appeared. I was fighting something. Lightning was flowing out of my aura and electrifying everything in my presence. I couldn't control it at first, but as I began to realize I was in a deeper dream, I began to explore. I just realized that I had friends when I first arrived, but my friends were already dead. The angel told me that I must save my family. I was able to control the lightning after a while. I noticed I was in a...
Now when God or the angel, whatever was speaking to me, told me I must save my family, it was talking about Lucifer somehow. I'm not exactly sure how, but the image, the message confused me, because he said you have to save your family, but he made me know that he was talking about Lucifer, and I was like, what? How am I supposed to save Lucifer?
hospital, and through every doorway I opened up, there were hallways, and in these hallways there were masses of conscious beings all fused together and infused into the walls and the ceilings.
So in the rest of the dream, I was in hell, and in hell, in this dream, I was in a hospital, and I looked through every doorway, and there was like a infinite hallway. I looked through every doorway, and there were people all bloody and infused together, and they were all suffering and moaning for help, and I just killed them all. And I think that was how I was supposed to redeem them, but
Suffering. I could feel they could feel each other's pain, and I was also able to feel this pain. I raised my hammer toward them and focused my lightning aura at them in attempts to ease their suffering. They blew up. Before I woke up, one name was whispered into my mind: Black Thunderbird, which is also my spirit name.
so that was my dream from God, or a little bit of my dream. If you want to watch the rest, you can go to this video and watch it. Now listen to this. This is a Jewish rabbi, and he's explaining a vision he had during a near-death experience of he doesn't know what it's called, but he calls it an angel of death. Now watch this.
Condemned to complete darkness. The music stopped. I couldn't hear the music anymore. The scene disappeared, and I'm telling you, there's no words to describe how perfect it looked, like how the world is going to look when Mashiach is going to come. Like I always describe, vivid colors,
You see, they
fragrance, unbelievable,
expect their Mashiach.
fresh, amazing. But suddenly
The
something
aliens
covered the
expect
sky,
their
and
king.
it made it from dim to dim to dim to dim to complete complete darkness. I was afraid to look up because it didn't seem like something good. But when I looked up, I saw a gigantic angel, huge, spreading the wings from right to left. The wings, as he was spreading them, it was covered the face of the entire world with darkness. I didn't see the Baal Shem Tov anymore. Everything disappeared. And I looked up to this frightening angel that I thought in the beginning, who's this angel? Fear, I don't even know the words in Hebrew. In Hebrew it's called Eimah. I was trembling from fear. Fear pierced my body because this angel covered the universe with darkness. And I didn't know who it is. In the beginning, I was questioning which angel can cover the world with darkness. And I cannot express to you how it looked. It was unbelievable scary because it covered everything with darkness. And then I started hearing very, very, very loud, like screaming, which I couldn't understand. What are these screaming?
This is native
And it
American
became stronger.
singer.
And
So, hang on to that thought. Actually, I'm going to pause it real quick and pull up a video. Okay, here's a video.
Hold on.
This is the Texas screaming that was heard in the night sky during a thunderstorm.
It's coming from up in the air. What is that? That's so scary. It sounds like someone screaming. Then it sounds like a bunch of like Indians whooping in the distance.
So, more testimonies of
stronger, and it became more scary and more frightened. And suddenly the echo screaming, I could not make out what they're saying. I do not understand what the screaming was. But it felt like the entire heavens is screaming, like chanting something. Like an army that is coming to attack. It sounded like, I mean, I know it might sound funny. It didn't sound.
See, this is this is how we sing.
Aquarelle sparkling vodka soda with a touch of flavor.
Oh boy, let me get this figured out. No, not that one.
Sound funny at all. And suddenly the echo screaming, I could not make out what they're saying. I do not understand what the screaming was. But it felt like the entire heavens is screaming, like chanting something. Like an army that is coming to attack. It sounded like,
See, remember, this is a Jewish rabbi. He doesn't know of us, but he's having visions.
I know it might sound funny. It didn't sound funny at all. It was some type of like repeating chanting, and I couldn't understand. I can tell you that it was extremely, 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 extremely scary. Now I already understood that we are right at the time of Mashiach. Erev Shabbat, it was all about Erev Shabbat. But something disrupted it. An obstacle came from above. This scary angel that covered the entire heavens. The firmament was black. Everything was darkness. Can you imagine now something is covering the sun? To what darkness we will have here. I don't know if you were up 2 days ago at 4:30 in the morning here in Sfat, there was a blackout. I was up. I was learning. Suddenly, whoop.
Okay, well, that's enough. But, wait, actually,
No electricity. I go out to the window to see if it's my house. The entire Tzfat was black. Black! I got this feeling again, the darkness. The darkness. This is not a regular darkness. This is scary darkness. The Zohar is talking about, I spoke about it in the last lecture, that there's going to be 15 days of darkness when Mashiach comes. This darkness that I saw was scary. It was beyond scary. Because I understood that this is the darkness that is stopping the redemption. I was like seeing the redemption. The Erev Shabbat. And suddenly, this massive, huge angel smacked the ground. The whole ground was shaking. It sounded like a thunder. You know those thunders that sounds like the whole world is about to break? That's how it sounded. It was unbelievably scary, the sound. It's like I saw this leg, and it looked like an eagle's leg. And it smashed the ground. It went like that. So strong, it sounded like it broke the world. And the only thing that I can relate with and to explain is imagine a thunder. I'm not talking about the...
so he's talking about a Thunderbird, an eagle, a giant eagle Thunderbird. That's what he's talking about. Now, watch this.
And this is, I think, yeah, this is the first one.
Well, actually, I think I explained the video here.
Found, and I was like, okay, well, so these people who live in our lands may not know the Thunderbird, so they might know they might see visions of me and call me a black eagle because they don't know me. And I found this. So there's a black eagle in this hand and a black sun on this hand. The black sun.
To the Most High, faithful creature to the Most High. What are the
And Janet Jackson is singing about a vision she has about a faithful creature to the Most High, King of the skies, and she speaks of an instance she has, or a vision she has, of feeling his love, feeling this entity's love. Now, last year, I don't remember what day, I was laying there, I was sitting on my couch in my apartment, my previous apartment, and I was looking at the wall, and then I closed my eyes and I thought I saw a face in my eyelids. And I was like, what? And I told my brother, I was like, dude, I think I just saw a face under my eyelids. And this was
So I wasn't doing drugs at the time, so
after work one day. We were roofers all last year. Well, he's a roofer now. I've been researching. So I closed my eyes again, and I see faces, all these faces looking at me. And I'm wondering, can they actually see me? And they look shocked and amazed that they could see me. And these faces were discernible. I can't quite remember all of them. I do remember a few. But immediately I went into prayer. I started praying for them. And I started trying to show them that I love them, that I care about them. And I started feeling this thing in my heart just open up, and it was like pouring out of my heart. It was like pure energy. It was like it felt like an unseen water pour out of my heart. And these spirits, they all felt that, and they're all smiling, and they're all joyful afterwards. And that finished me praying for them. I was praying to God for them because I thought they were demons and they needed God's help. And so this woman, she speaks of
Visions that he holds. He holds higher. What are the visions that he holds? You never know.
she's talking about visions that he has. This black eagle.
Do you know about the black eagle? Let me tell you about the black eagle. Shadows into the light, free to imagine the future. You take some time to love yourself.
So, this is me finding out that there are actually songs dedicated to me by people who have visions or people who are possessed. So, this video, I explain. Well, actually, okay, yeah, I'll show. Merge with him, which shall come upon all the earth, and try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh I will make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God, and I will write upon him my new name. Jesus Christ is saying, where's that one? Here, let me try to search that. Here, actually, let me pause it. I'll search it up real quick. Okay, so I found the picture. Now, you see, I think Lucifer, Jesus Christ, is actually, I think he actually is a deceiver. And I think he is trying to deceive me as well. That's why he must be slain. You see, this is the pillar that he speaks of, that I just read about. And he's trying to build the pillar on top of him. And look, this man is coming out of a skin. This is symbolic of a reptilian man coming out of a skin, a fake suit, a shell. That's the spirit within the shell, and there are legions. A man suit. These are not men. These are all reptilians. And this is a deception. Someone's coming with the crown. See, look, this up here is the cross, and they're failing to hold it up. So it's going to collapse. That's the covenant collapsing. It's no longer any good. So the wolves take the crown from them, and they're another sacrifice, and they'll give the crown to Jesus Christ again, because he wants to rule for another 1,000 years. The serpent, that is. And that's what that symbolically means. So this is like a 1,000-year cycle between the phoenix and the dragon. I'll explain it further. Jesus Christ is the dragon, and I am the Thunderbird, who is reborn through the dragon's blood and becomes the phoenix. So this is like a cycle. It's one or the other. Okay, So, here's this video. Now this video, I'll explain to you before we even watch it. I hope it's not too loud, by the way. In our culture, in the Ojibwe culture, we have something called Manitou beasts. They're Manitous. Eagle-looking raptor. It controls how hot it is. You can look at these videos. Any of these videos, you can search it up and watch for yourself.
They're letting off something.
You hear that thing at the end of it? You hear that? There we go. Noises. Okay. Now. Okay, you heard those. Okay, so that's the sound of an eagle. The Thunderbird is a spiritual giant eagle. It controls thunder, and reborn, it becomes the phoenix. Now, I searched up dragon and phoenix, dragon versus phoenix, and this is what I found. Okay, so this angel, this white angel, he's the good guy, right? So the bride of Christ is a heathen, and the angel of light is the good guy.
세워.
So Black Phoenix, transformed by rage, and then
운사.
so he calls a dragon. This angel of light calls a dragon to fight the phoenix. Now remember, these are all demonically inspired. So these writers are all demonically inspired. Okay, that's enough of that, but there you go. Now, I decided to search up the lion from the north. Well, actually, I didn't really search it up. I searched up lion and phoenix, and this is what I got from the search. So listen.
Religion and war legends tell the tale of a lion. This beast in the shape of a man with a dream to rule sea and land. And all those who stand in his way die by God and victorious arms.
So, listening to this got me thinking about The Lion King. And actually, as a baby, that was my favorite movie. I watched it like religiously, to be honest, which is pretty weird. And I always thought, remember who you are, when I think it's his father tells Simba to remember who he is. I think that struck me deeper than most things. So that line always stuck with me. But continue listening to this.
Legends have taught that the spot is lion has no fear at heart. Lion come forth, come from the north, come from the north. Gustavus, Adolphus, Libera et Impera, Acervus, et Ingens, Augusta and Langusta.
I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds pretty cool. So I searched up King of the North again, and I found this guy, and I decided to search up his name, actually. So watch.
Kill the boy, Jon Snow. And let the man be born.
Lyanna. My name is Jon Snow, Your Grace. I'm Ned Stark's son.
Your father was an honorable man.
He was, Your Grace.
You came back a year later with another woman's son.
And good old Ned came home with some horse baby. And here.
We know no king, but the king.
Well, so this guy's name, the King of the North, who's reborn again, and he wears all black all the time. Like, he wears all black. He wears all black all the time. His name is Aegon Targaryen, which means Aegon is of Greek origin, and it means I am. So it means I am, a word sometimes showing pride or of someone of great importance. A king, or confirmation of importance. According to a user of Nigeria, the name Aegon of Gaelic origin means heir. So heir, or I am. And then Targaryen apparently says of the dragon. I am of the dragon, Jesus Christ, Lucifer, the lamb that spoke like a dragon. I am of the dragon, or heir of the dragon. Satan, I will become the next Satan. Satan is a title for God's right arm, Prince of the right arm. So isn't that interesting? Game of Thrones, this promised, anointed, long-awaited king that they're waiting for, that the fire god is waiting for, that all these different people are waiting for, happens to be someone of the dragon. So I was listening to this. The Phoenix.
Me that's dragging me down and strike a match and I'll burn you to the ground. We are the jack-o'-lanterns.
We are the jack-o'-lanterns.
In July, setting.
In July. So, setting fire. So I feel like they know their terminology enough, because jack-o'-lantern, it's a name, but it's also called, for a phenomenon, a strange flickering, a strange light flickering over peat bogs, called will-o'-the-wisp, or jack-o'-lantern. So will-o'-the-wisp, will-o'-the-wisp It's known as Fool's Fire. Here, hang on. Or something's one fine, sinister, or confounding. Possible to reach. Oh, okay. Metaphorically refers to a hope or a goal that leads one on, but is impossible to reach. Oh, okay. There we go. So, Fool's Fire, false light. These people are inspired by Lucifer. Remember that. So.
Fire to the sky. Here comes this rising tide. So come on.
Who are these people? They're pretty much saying there. And then, oh, look at this. The cross. False fire. So, look at this. Crosswalk. You're walking to your own false fire. Jesus Christ is the false light, and you're walking to it. Look at this cross. So, that's pretty disgusting. Now, I found a song called The Lion and the Phoenix. Well, look at this. The sun, obviously. The angel in the sun with its arms crossed. Very symbolic. Not exactly sure what it means, but symbolic.
Enough time where nothing changes and nothing need ever die. I remember these days as if they were here. I recall.
So this person sings of being outside of time and observing the times. So, and this is another video that I think it's about these people, descendants of Cain. So they're talking about the descendants of Cain. It's obvious, and look at this. They're outside of time and they're observing inwards. Look at this guy. He's observing into the real world. So this is a principality, a demon, and here he is. He is metaphorically outside of time and manipulating those within time. So these are demon worshippers. Again, I'm proving myself. And this is a song called Black Phoenix. It's painfully obvious to you by now. People are all this music is all dedicated to one individual. So 7 means completion. It's also holy. It means a promise filled. And it's also a sun, and it's a rising. So it's a rising sun. It's a black phoenix. It's holding 2 serpents, and it has the opposite of what I had on my back. So perhaps my spirit is my other half or something. I'm not sure. But this is the Dark Phoenix, a trailer.
You're special, Gene.
This white lady is telling this person, this female, that she's special.
And if you stop fighting that force inside,
And that she has like a demon inside her or something inside of her.
if you embrace it, you will possess the very power of a god.
熟悉了zo.
Tell me how we fix this, Charles. Tell me what to do.
Okay. Well, I showed you everything there is to this, what I could be shown. I showed you what you could be shown.
The next Lotto Max jackpot is $50 million, plus an estimated 2 Max Millions.
Watch my previous video before this, because I warn the Christians of their own demise if they do not follow truth. This is truth, by the way. I warn the Christians, my brothers and sisters, we are children of God, that if you do not love the truth, if you stay with the lie that Jesus Christ is the Messiah, you will be put to death. By him, he will make you perish. And that's what it says in Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians. He'll come down with the power of Satan, because he still is Satan, and he will kill you. So that's me warning you. I am warning you. I am Isaac James Manny Harris, and I am warning you as someone who cares about you. I wouldn't put my life on the line if I didn't think it actually mattered. And this matters. So you have to pay attention. Okay, well, that's enough of this video. I made 2 videos in one night. My mind is racing and my pea brain is melted. So, God bless you. I love you. Amen. And goodbye.